Okay, so page 10, today's lesson. Can you guys see okay, or do you want to turn off the lights? Okay, up to you guys. If you guys feel that there's a big glare, you can't see it clearly, you can feel free to turn off the light. I'm okay with that. So page 10, we're gonna solve for the variable. So solve. So when the question says solve, it means my final answer, my final line should be x equal something. All right, that's what my final answer should be. Sure. Yeah. Okay, that's what solve means. So, I think yesterday we talked about the distributive property. All right, so distributive property, because of that bracket, I'm going to multiply this to everything inside the bracket. So that's my very first step. I have to distribute it. Okay, so 12 times x is 12x. 12 times -2, -24. All right, 5. I have nothing to do with the 5, so I'm just going to carry that down. And then -3 times 2x. All right, what's that? -3 times 2x? Sorry, I have to go back to my cheat sheet. I'm still learning your names. Rasmus, right, -6x. And then -3 times -5. Andy, plus 15, because 2 negatives make a positive. All right, good job. So if you think back to grade 9, when we solve, I did teach, at least my class, letters to the left. Thank you, Rashad. Whoops. And numbers to the right. Good. It means you guys remember. Numbers to the right of the equal sign, to the right. All right. So I'm going to move the -6x over. But whenever I cross the equal sign, I have to change the sign of it. So -6x becomes +6x. Do I need to move this 12x? No, because it's already on the left side. So 12x stays as 12x on the left side. And then because I moved this -6x over, it's now +6x. All right, equal. The 5, the 15 is already on the right side, so I leave it. I don't change the sign on them. And then Ethan, -24. When I move it over, +24. Right? So it's not necessarily you're always subtracting. It depends on the sign. Right? So now second step is collect like terms. Right? Combine like terms. So 12x and 6x, I can put them together. I get 18x. 5 plus 15 plus 24. 44. Yes. Thank you. 44. All right. Third step, divide. All right. I get this question a lot. Do I put the 44 over or do I put the 18 over? Gavin. Right. So I'm moving that 18 over. I'm dividing it by 18 because remember my goal was to get x by itself. So how do I get x by itself? By moving that 18. So 44 divided by 18 on the test. If you do 44 divided by 18 and write me the answer 2.4, you're gonna lose half a mark. Why? Fraction. Leave it as a fraction. So 44 over 18, and then reduce that. Since both numbers are even, I know that 2 goes into both, so I can do 22 over 9. Hey. Yes, I don't like decimals. On the test, I'll specify if improper fractions are okay. Alright, you could leave it like this. For the sake of review, since we know how to do it, what is this as a mixed number? Jaden, what's left? 4/9. Excellent. Alright, so I think it's okay if you do 22/9, but if the question asks for a mixed number final answer, then you do need to change it to a mix like this. So 9 goes into 22 two times with a remainder of 4. All good? Okay. Uh, some people worked ahead and had some trouble with number 3. So let's do it together. Okay. Yesterday we talked about this. What is the number right here? Jonathan? Uh, -1, right? Okay. So just because you see a negative, it does mean that there is still a number there. The number there is -1. All right. And because it is a number, you have to distribute it. You have to multiply it in. So -1 times 3. Good. -1 times -x. Yep. Plus x. Right. Or plus 1x. Doesn't matter. All right. Same thing right here. I see a 4 outside the bracket, so I have to multiply and multiply. Multiply, multiply. So 4 times 2x. William? 8x. Good. So plus 8x. Oh, by the way, yeah, that's also another thing. A lot of people write it like this. Okay, 8x, and then 4 times -1, -4. You're not wrong, but notice the train is broken. Okay, so you have to keep connecting the whole polynomial. So if it's a positive, you write that plus. If it's a negative, you write that minus. Okay, equal. Somebody tell me on the right side. Rasmed? Yep. Sorry? Yep. Perfect. Good. Right. So all we did in that first step was distribute. We multiplied it out. Okay. Now we can go to here to start solving. So letters to the left, numbers to the right. Who can tell me the left side? Rashawn, is your hand up? Okay. Okay. Yep. Mm-hmm. All right. So can you tell me what to write on the left side? Okay, that's right. Yep. Okay. Minus 8x. It's already on the left side. Plus 8x, right? We don't need to change it because it's already on the left. Perfect. Okay, Leandro, can you do the right side? Right side. What's on the right side? Just the numbers. Oh, we moved the 9x already. Okay, so the 9x we already moved to the left side, so it's gone. Jaden? Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Plus the 3, plus the 4. Good. Okay. Why the 9x is not on the right side anymore? Because we already moved it to the left. Okay. This is the tricky part. So what is 1x plus 8x minus 9x? 0, right? So technically it's 0x. right? I know we're not used to writing 0, but I want to show this part. And then Ethan, what is -3 -4 +3 +4? 0 is 0. So what is 0 times 1? What is 0 times a million? What is 0 times a negative a million? Still 0. So that means, what does x equal? X could be anything, right? Because 0 times anything would give you 0. Now, of course, we don't write that in math. Like, we don't write x equals anything. Doesn't sound fancy enough. So in the solution, you'll see it like this. Okay, don't worry about it. You don't need to know this symbol. Okay, this means x belongs to all the real numbers. It could be that. So that's just like some notation. Technically, you learned about some of this notation in grade 9. No, later on, later on. You can write x equals anything. For now, you can just write this. Okay, so for now, I'll take this. Later on in the course, we will get to this. Alright, let's try example 6 right here. Why does this question look ugly? Why does it look ugly, William? Fractions, right? And we hate fractions. We don't like fractions. I don't like fractions. So here's a trick. Here's a trick. See, I love teaching shortcuts to you guys. Why do math the hard way when there's an easier way? So to get rid of the fraction, what you want to do is multiply through. Did I spell it right? Through? Okay. By LCD. By LCD. Alright. So between 2, 6, and 3, what's my lowest common denominator between them? William? 6. So I'm going to multiply this whole thing by 6. I'm going to multiply this whole thing by 6. And I'm going to multiply this whole thing by 6. Okay, you'll see what happens. Okay. So, oh, oops. I had that number 4 right here. I was going to do this one first. It's okay. That one would have been easier. Okay, so what is 6 divided by 2? 3. So that means I'm doing 3 times this numerator. Okay. 6 divided by 6. 1. So, or that's God. So 1 times my numerator. Okay, 6 divided by 3. 2. So 2 times -2. Okay, and there you go. One step, no more fractions. Okay, one step, no more fractions. Looks a lot cleaner. Looks much just like this. So now it's very much doable. Right, Sedan? Yes. Alright, so I'll explain this step again in case some of you are lost. Between 2, 6, and 3, my lowest common denominator is 6. So I'm going to multiply each of my terms by 6. That's what multiply through means. 6 divided by 2 is 3, so I just have 3 times my numerator. 6 divided by 6 is 1, so that means I have just 1 times my numerator. 6 divided by 3 is 2, so 2 times my numerator. Alright, so now no more fractions. This looks just like example 1. Alright, distribute, 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 and just times. Right? So, let's see, who should I pick on? Max, help me out with this. So 3 times 2x. And then keep going. Good. Excellent. Equal. That's it. See, I like the encouragement. Okay. So apply that same encouragement to Leandro, not okay. So Leandro, why don't you help me with this one? He can do it. Come on. I just said encouragement, guys. Okay. I'm keeping the letters to the left and only moving the numbers to the right. Okay, so what's on the left side then? Yeah, so 6x and 3x. Good. And then what's on the right side? Good, so 15. And then what about the negative 2? Okay. And what's on the right side that you keep? That's it. See, he did it. Good. All right. 6x plus 3x, you get 9x. And then on the right side, 17 minus 4, you get 13. Okay, so what's my final answer? X equals, Gavin, 13 over 9. Done. Yay. Okay. When you try the questions on your own, this one right here is it's the same thing, but you can think of the 5 as all over this. Okay, you can put this whole thing over 5, put this whole thing over 15, so that it looks like that. Okay. Um, Alright, why don't we try this one? Just since I was going to do this one. Alright, this one. What's my lowest common denominator here? Sydney, 35. So what am I multiplying 30? How many times am I multiplying the 35? Ming Okay, so how many terms do I see here? How many terms? 3, right? So I'm multiplying this whole thing by 35. I'm multiplying this whole term by 35. I'm multiplying this whole thing by 35. Okay, so 35 divided by 7, 5. So 5 times my numerator, which is negative 3. All right, this. Yeah, I don't have a denominator, so it's just like 35 divided by 1, or just that times 35. So 35 times 2x. And then 35 divided by 5, 7. So 7 times 1. All right, take 30 seconds, finish this up for me. All right, I'm going to hide my answer. Here, I'll show you guys up to here. Okay, okay, who has the next line for me? Gavin. Yep, yep, good. And then? which is 22. Okay. Right. Excellent. How many of you got 11 over 35? Okay. Good. Okay. So last thing I want to go over is on page 11, word problems. Okay, so yes, I know you guys don't like word problems, but it's part of math. Alright, so word problems are part of math, so that's why we have to try it. If you avoid it, you don't get better. You get better at word problems by practicing. Okay. Who has a nice voice that can read number 1 for me? Gavin. Okay. So the larger of the two numbers is 7 more than twice the smaller number. Alright, so just reading it, you're probably confused already. So to start, what do you not know? You don't know what the smaller and the bigger number is. So instead of introducing two variables, you just want to stick with the one variable for now. Because in grade 9, that's all we did. We only worked with one variable. Since this is a grade 9 review, we'll stick with the one variable. Chapter 1 of grade 10, that's when we do two variables. Alright, so don't worry about two variables yet. So let's say, let x be the x. Okay? So the larger number is 7 more than twice the smaller. 7 more than twice the smaller. Can you translate that into a expression for me, William? Not equal yet, but just this part. So 7 more, but twice the number, twice the smaller. So 2x, right? So 7 plus 2x. Good. Yeah, and then it says this part. The sum of them is 40. So can you put that together then? This is the big number, this is the small number. When you add it, it equals 40. Okay, William. Yeah, but sum means what? Yeah. So it's basically x plus 7 plus 2x equals 40. Okay. So now this is exactly what, like, this is actually easier than the examples we did 10 minutes ago. So letters to the left, numbers to the right. So 3x equal 40 minus 7, you get 33. You divide it, so x equals 33 divided by 3, you get 11. Am I done the question? Why not? Yeah, I have to answer the question. The question was find both numbers. I found one number, so therefore, these three dots mean therefore. Therefore, one number is 11. What's the second number? Is it it? Right, 40 minus 11, which is, and the second number is 40 minus 11, 29. Okay, we'll do one more. Somebody with a nice voice that can read number 3 to us. Rashawn, you just volunteered yourself. Okay. Number 3. Oh, sorry. It should be bed. Find all 3 sides. I told you you have a nice voice, right? Bye, Ricky. Okay, so let's draw a diagram. Okay. So let's say one of the side is x. So we'll say that one of the side is x. If this is x, what is the second side? Yep, 2x, because it's twice the first side. So if this is the first side, it's x, twice the second side, that means it's 2x. And then the third side right here, 1 less than the second. Ethan? 2x minus 1. I'll change that to a n. So then there. Alright, it's a typo. Okay, and what's the connection between all 3 sides? And one more important mathematical thing, Megan. Yeah, when you add up the 3 sides, it equals 49. Perimeter is 49. So I'm not divide. So how do you find perimeter of a triangle? Yeah, add the 3 sides. So add the 3 sides, and it equals 49. So let's see. Jaden, you've been quiet. 5x equals 48. 48. 50, yes. I Good. Okay, because when we move that minus 1 over, we plus 1. And so x equals 10. What's my unit here? Centimeters. So again, I solved for x, which is a great answer, but I haven't answered the question. It was asking the length of all 3 sides. So the 3 sides is 10 centimeters. What's the length of the second side? Right, 20 centimeters. And the third side? Yep, 19. There you go. Okay. So I know that word problems are a little confusing sometimes, but what you have to do is like break it into parts. So I did the first part, second part, I drew a diagram. So you just really have to try word problems. The more word problems you do, the better you are at it. Okay, so for homework, it's just page 10 and 11. Those of you who are really good at math and you want to challenge yourself, you can try the questions on page 12. So only if you want to challenge yourself, because these ones here involve 2 variables. Okay? You don't have to do it if you don't want to challenge yourself. Okay? Because I don't want to overwhelm you guys. This is what we're going to get into in chapter 1. All right. So if you want a head start, you want to try it out, you could for page 12. Otherwise, you can leave it. Focus on this. Focus on page 10 and 11. So homework, page 10 and 11.